Good game.
Isn't Verizon expensive?
No. Better deal, best 5G network. I'll take this little red situation here.
Don't call it that.
Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal today.
On your way. Not as cool as Verizon.
Just stress sweating through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant. STAT. Secret gives 3 times more stress sweat protection.
Thanks. Got a punch.
Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
When I first started college, I had a husband getting ready to deploy and a small child.
I experienced a personal tragedy.
My wife and I, we wanted to start a family.
When I decided to finish my degree,
I transferred my old credits.
I didn't have to repeat work I'd already done.
University of Phoenix makes transferring simple. And with eligible credits, you can earn your bachelor's degree faster without repeating courses.
So I transferred to University of Phoenix.
Because moving forward doesn't involve repeating the past.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some call significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieve dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 4 years.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
All right, so sorry, I got a couple little things going. This is from hello again. By the way, I'm Jesse. If you're just not tuning in or just first whatever, hello, nice to meet you. This is going to my YouTube channel. So I just wanted to say, because I put up a few videos now, but I just wanted to say, let me get this microphone. I just wanted to say that it's a pleasure, whoever you are. I don't want you to be offended at all. I know most content creators or whatever, they respond to messages. You know, I mean, I've left a couple messages for a couple creators that I dig, and they've always responded back. So I understand that it's taken as rude when a creator doesn't do that. So I'm here to tell you that is not at all that's not what's going on. For reasons I'd rather not say, it's just irrelevant. There's a lot of shit that goes on behind the scenes of my life that you don't know about. I mean, I put everything possible on everything I do. Nothing's rehearsed. It's all step into. This is my real life, you know. And lately, I've been taking some tips from other people, and people that know, coaches and stuff like that, and they're telling me, you need to let them in, you need to let them see behind the scenes. So I've been shooting 20, 30-minute little videos and letting you see what my night consists of, my day consists of. Y'all watch my beloved Saints lose the other night. It was hard to do. I had to take a moment. But it's all right. You know what I mean? We weren't going to playoffs anyway. Playoff. No, we weren't going to playoffs anyway. But it was good news for next year anyway. Y'all were in with me, and you see how I cut up. So if you haven't noticed by now, I hope the music isn't overpowering, but I'm not really worried about it because it's how I zone. I also have the TV on, and I'm watching one of my favorite shows. It happens to be about music. I suck at it. Imagine that. A musician. I suck at a music show. And they go up my ass nightly. I mean, I'm like, I should know that. Wait a minute, I do that. I was a little high. You know what I mean? Just, so I was a little bit slow. You know what I mean? I was in a relaxed mode. It's okay. It's legal. It's through the pharmacy. You know what I mean? It's all good. Okay? We're all good here. Where I live. So, okay. Did I say hi? That's what I meant. If I didn't. Anyway. I know. I'm not supposed to say. Well, somebody should give me a fucking rule book, right? I probably shouldn't say that either, right? But, I mean, if we're all in, and at this point, anyway, I distracted myself. My whole point is this. I'm not being rude. I just don't check it for a damn good reason, and it has nothing to do with being rude. It has nothing to do with being stuck up. Trust me. Without you, there's no me. I don't care if there's two of you out there. There is no me. So, y'all, I mean, really, who's the more important one? I would say, I think it's a 50-50 collaboration. If I'm doing this to myself and the walls, well, hell, I'm definitely getting entertained. Sometimes I make myself laugh. Sometimes I make myself cry. You know what I mean? It all depends. You know what I mean? On the mood, the character that's in me at the moment. Because there's a few of them. I think we've been through over that. If not, you'll meet them. I mean, the dueling dummies, they are dying to get out. I've been holding them bitches back, but OCD and ADHD are ready to battle, and I'm the referee, and I take a lot of time on when that happens. So, yeah, I try to hold them back. There's another asshole in there too. There's a carpenter. I call him the carpenter because he rips shit apart. You know what I'm saying? He builds it back together. Of course, he's a carpenter, but there's nothing wrong with the motherfucker doing first place. I know your face. I know. God damn, we let that motherfucker out. Really. When it's danger, close, we ain't. You're not going to have to talk. Man, you need to come out. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody out here asking for you. Oh. That arcade, that motherfucker to understand. We all living here with him. You know what I'm saying? You cannot go out there. Bitch got a gun. He don't give a fuck. You going right up to him. You're gonna shoot him or you're not. Either way, he's coming up to you. I mean, he's not gonna stop. He's that stupid. So we try to put. He don't smoke. I put a box of it, menthol and a box of regular next to his fucking door in case he decides one day he wants to smoke. Oh, he ain't gotta go nowhere. Nope, I got you, bro. What you want, menthol or regular? You want both? You know what I'm saying? I'll crush these bitches, put them together, roll these motherfuckers like that. What do you want? So we leave in a box, and we try not to let him out. Then there's me. You got Frenchie. I'm sure you know him by now. He's not hard to tell. He don't wear clothes. Where he came from, the fucking country. I doubt it. But if it is, it's France. I'm betting. So I call him Frenchie. It's not a racist thing. It's just he looks French and he walks around butt naked, so I know he looks like French. So he don't care. Cameras? Oh yeah, he's coming in. He's like, what? See, I'm saying nobody abreast me to say, hey, nobody asked you to come the fuck in either. See the big on-air sign, bitch? What do I gotta do? Screw this motherfucker shut? I mean, I'm pretty sure I locked it. Did you fucking get a key? You son of a bitch. Yeah, them two. So, and how can I leave out Becky? Becky is our lifeline. She cooks, she cleans, she keeps us fed. I don't know how she does, but she does. I wake up, shit's clean. I'm saying they got cleaning shit all over the fucking place. Ain't none of these fucking other idiots did it. So, I'm pretty sure it's Becky. I'm saying I get glimpses of her right now and then. I'm pretty sure she's a lesbian, and yes, she does have pretty feet. It's a requirement. You can't live, it's just, listen, it's a preference, okay? And I mean, beauty's out of the whole. Trust me, you gotta have elegance. You gotta go with it. This, anyway, I'm not giving away my goddamn tips. That's another little fucking place. That's an expensive one, too. So, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend is slacking. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you come send them to the fucking class now? You know what I mean? We're gonna show them how to raise the bar. Never going backwards at all. Because there's always the threat of somebody else meeting them, bro. So, hey, it happens. I see it. I mean, a lot. But anyway, you notice a detail like a woman's shoes. You can tell they're new and they match her purse too. And you bring that up, and you're like, that is great. Oh, yeah, I see you accessorize that girl. You're looking hot in it. No offense. And you keep walking. She's going to meet you in one of the other fucking hours. I promise you. Anyway, if you're me, she is. She's going to meet you in another fucking hour. And she has no business in that mother. You don't know the dog. You know what I'm saying? Neither do I. So, I'm cutting through. Anyway. Yeah. So, we had that. I think we covered all the bases. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Is that 5 or 6 now? Dueling dummies. That's 2. Becky 3. Frenchie 4. Carpenter 5. Me 6. Wow. I wonder why I go through so much fucking Tylenol. It all is becoming clear to me now. I see. Now I see. How dare I not see? You know what I'm saying? They might as well turn you on too, goddammit. Y'all, let's get up in the fucking show. You know what I'm saying, girl? Get your ass over here with your pretty ass. Got all my guides, my lights all around me. Let that a little bit. I'll probably drown myself out of it. Shit like it. Anyway, this is he cried. No, I don't think so. I tap chill. That don't mean goddamn fucking suicide. Shit. Fuck, yo. Where love go? Energized. Okay. We're going the other way. I'm telling you, man. We ain't doing this. Like you deserve that. Hey, sexy. Mrs. Cunningham. I would love. Just fucking one weekend. No? Yes? Maybe so? Might have to take off basketball for a week. Oh, you're like a patch of gun. Every piece of salt, that would be our piece of present. Imagine that. Wait, see, now this is something I'm getting used to. This is different. It's a little different. I'm not used to filming. I'm used to cutting up and being an idiot. That is for goddamn sure. It's just in my nature. It is in my blood, my DNA. Whatever you want. But I am not really ready. I mean, I walk around with the feeling that I'm on film, camera, what have you. Call it fucking camp. I don't know. Don't give a fucking shit. You know what I mean? Because I am the definition of an exhibitionist. So if you're looking for any ill intent, well, my intuition doesn't lie to me, and I'm as ready as I was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you're being broadcast across the world, so it's gonna go viral. This is gonna be the best fucking show ever. So either way, I'm winning. Even if it's electrocution through the fucking wall, or if it's something falling on my head, or a pipe busting and sitting shit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that my intuition tells me, I prepare and I make sure everybody around me is abreast of the situation. Now, I know for some of y'all I'm speaking code, but some of you have woken up. This is intuition talking. This is not nuts at all. If you don't believe me, if you did, you haven't been here long, because we've been through a long journey of what the fuck is going on. One of these days, I guess they'll realize divine protection means a hedge of protection all the way around. And even that means that I fucking died. Well, then it was divinely decided. And who am I to fight? That's not being cocky. That's being in awe. That's being as fucking in humility, living in humility as you can go. It's the epitome of gratitude, because I don't take a fucking step or say a word without knowing what I'm set to do. All I do, and this is the crazy thing, is lay back. And then I become a vessel. I'm already a vessel, but when I totally lay back, and when I mean lay back, I mean anything can happen. And if it happens, it happens. If it was meant to be, it'll be. If it wasn't, it won't. Because something, not me. And it's these gifts all wrapped up, and this is a rare, I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but if I do, this is a very rare video for me, because I do not, first of all, I don't like talking about myself, and I damn sure don't like talking about, gifts, because, there's so many. Just imagine for a second, step in my spiritual, imagine for a second, you had, a large public eyes. Just suppose it. I'm not saying I do. This is not me saying I do that. I'm saying, because you probably don't know mine. But what I am saying is just for a second, step into, into my fantasy. You have a lot of the world's eyes on you. Why? Because you're a magnet. Not a magnet. You're a magnet and a reflection, which is one and the same. Magnets and reflection, they do exactly the same thing. They attract you in. When you reflect, what are you doing? You're looking for imperfections. You're looking very close. You're looking at everything before you go knock on her door. All that. So this is what a mirror does. And that's all I was sent. That's all I was made to do. I say sent, but I don't know about sent, but I know made. Because this is beyond me. And all I have to do is lay back and let it really happen. I open a notebook with no intention, and I take the pen and I start writing before 30 minutes later. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 15 minutes, sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 28. Sometimes it's a day. As a matter of fact, I'll get not frustrated, but I don't push anything. So I flip the page and start over, start with a new one. I'll write a whole brand new one in 30 minutes when that one was, because it was going somewhere and obviously I was trying to take it somewhere else. And it's not going to happen like that. So, and I've known to bow. I know how to bow out of the way of myself. And that's really all vibrations and energies. Once you understand that this universe and everything in it is energy, some form of energy, light, sound, us, yes, us, is energy. That's why there's so many people that argue the fact that we're in a matrix, and we very well could be. I'm not arguing either way. That's really irrelevant. It really is. Because we're still living in our reality, in our consciousness. We're alive. And we're still doing these things. So imagine this with me for a second. Like I said, you're in my fantasy world. The universe expands and it retracts. This is a proven fact. This is all the smartest motherfuckers that have collaborated on this all the way from Einstein, even before Einstein, on up. Aristotle and I mean a bunch of astronomers, and they've all collaborated on this. Now they have technology, telescopes, Hubble, all that to prove with this. They've even tracked where it started from, where the Big Bang started from. They are correct in that area, the Big Bang, but that's coincides with the Bible says. Let there be light, bang. You know what I mean? Boom, that had to come from somewhere. You know what I mean? So the universe obeyed its master, and it did. My point is, from then on, the universe was the birth of everything, which is energy. It's all energy. It came from energy, and it flows through energy, and we go back to energy. That's why we drop this filthy shit that we're in right now. This don't come with. It's pure light, pure energy when we leave, because that's what we are. We're just wrapped in this stupid fucking shit. That's it. It makes us do dumb ass crap. So, anywho, on another subject, shit. Believe me, I'm not preaching. I am not fucking religious. I'm not spiritual. I am a believer in the universe, and there is definitely a creator. I mean, there's no way that this just happenstance, bang, bang, boom. So there's a creator, but everything that he created, it was not for us. It was for its own purposes. The universe has its own purposes. It has its own energy. It has its own life forms. And if y'all don't know that by now, then maybe you shouldn't be watching this channel. And I'm not advocating aliens, this and that. I'm telling you for a fucking fact what I've seen in the sky, and I'm not goddamn crazy. You can believe what you want. You know what I mean? But I've been in the country too many times, and I think they're beautiful. I don't think they at all are dangerous or anything like that. Because if they were, we would not be here. That's one thing. We would not be here because they've already proven they've got the technology to fucking be like, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what, we're going to let you catch up just to shut your fucking shit down. Freak you out for a second. How about that? Okay, let's do that. I mean, it's just, I would do the same thing. I'd be like, watch this shit. Hold on. He's like, tick, tick, tick. Let's go fucking watch it. Yeah, no, it ain't going to fly either because you just fucking lost your fucking hands. How about that? You want to get credit? Okay, sit. And then everything comes back. Okay, so knowing that, we would not be here if they had Ellington. So you have to ask yourself why. Are we a new species that they've just come across? It's galaxies and galaxies. This is proven by us, by people that know very little. there's galaxies upon galaxies, not just galaxy. There's galaxies, many hundred thousands of them. That and way more than that because there's shit that the telescope hadn't gotten to yet. But it has checked in every direction, and this is how I read a Stephen Hawking's book, and trust me, I took a fucking Tylenol every 2 hours. That is the hardest read I've ever. I had to keep fucking rereading it, being like, put it in context. I'm like, shit, fucking head hurts, man. So anyway, I got through this whole book, and the gist of it is this nigga, he was on the precipice. He was like almost diving into the pool of saying that he believed in God. He was an atheist, and he said everything but it. There is no way this, what we found out, could do the possibility, the improbability, the astronaut. There's not even a number. Okay, this is Stephen Hawking. So, of chances of that happening without it's there's something. I'm not putting the name on. That's what he said. That's how he ended his book. It's a great book. Fucking head hurt for a week after that, man. I was just processing information. I was like, oh. I did not know. You know what I'm saying? I was taking shit in. I was learning. I mean, dude, that was a crash course. Now I know what crash course is. Shit. But fuck. Who knows, bro? Anyway, I look for all this other shit too. It just fascinates me because he's actually speaking out without even knowing it because he's an atheist. He's speaking the Bible out. He's actually confirming what the fucking Bible says by his calculations and not only his, but other people. He's confirming it. He's like, holy shit. This is just like, if you know the Bible, then you're sitting there reading Stephen Hawking's book and you're going, God damn. What in the fuck? If I didn't believe shit now, then I damn sure do now. You know what I mean? And that's when I started really studying the Bible, and that's when I found out, man, we have gotten so fucked up, it ain't even funny. We goddamn fucking twisted. We sitting there praising people like Joel Osteen, this mother buying basketball fucking earnings and shit. You know what I mean? That don't know 10 people in his congregation. We praising people like that, man, the fucking whatever, it's $3,000, whatever. I ain't gonna get on all that shit. But just know that I'm not associated with that. That's not me. I don't promote anything. I'm telling you what's inside of me, and I'm telling you where it came from. I'll let you make your own conclusion. You do your own fucking whatever. There's so many goddamn medical opinions going on right now, and I'm not fucking joking. There is so many diagnoses that I heard called this and that. I won't tell you how. I just know. Just trust me. My intuition doesn't miss, and I know when to listen and what's for me and what's not, and where and how and whatever. It's not me. I just go to it, and I can't escape. Let's just put it that way. So my intuition is working, and I'm having God all the way around me, and they alert me, and they let me know, and prepare me, and they already let me know the end before the beginning. You know what I mean? That this is not your end. So if that they insist, it'll have to be there. You know what I mean? And that's neither here nor there. I don't know. That's not up to me. That's so much. You're talking about spiritual stuff. You know what I mean? I don't pray. I don't act. But this is what I found out from the Bible. They're not fucking answering no prayers. They've done it. Once we took care of his son, it was it. He said, fuck yeah, we're out of here. And you can't show me one person in this world that ever got down on their knees and begged for a miracle and got it right there. You can't show it to me. They'll tell me they were blessed through this and blessed through that. Yes, they are blessings for sure. But they're blessings because they were actual, somehow, gifts in a beautiful way to you that was unexpected and undeserved and it put you in humility. But that's not necessarily from God. That another person stepped up and heard your situation, or a doctor found this and this, whatever. And I'm not explaining things away. I know they are miracles. But I'm a firm believer that every time you get on your knees and you sit there and pray like you're holy God, you are wasting so much time and energy if you truly believe that is going anywhere. Because I'm not going to get into it because I'm sorry I'm preaching. It's just my belief that is a waste of time. Because he put a whole, by he I mean the creator of everything, a whole collaboration of energy for us to tap into. There is a host of different gifts. There's a host of different gifts that have been proven over and over and over and over again that they're not false, they're not fake. Matter of fact, even law enforcement and shit, they use these certain gifts on certain people because they have just proven beyond, and that's just one gift or two gifts. There's so much more, and so many more. I touched on a couple that have been given to me, and by the way, I never asked for them. I told you I don't pray. I don't pray. I believe that if something needs to be done, even in miracle style, then I'm the one that's going to be able to do it. I don't believe in praying and waiting for somebody that's not going to come and tap me on my shoulder and say, whatever you needed, there it is. Because all that would show me is exactly what we show our kids today, that you can ask and get away with anything. What's the best way of parenting a kid? In my experience of 10 years of raising my two kids after that mom passed away, is hard lessons. You know what I mean? So I'll let them make their own mistakes, but they got to go through their own. They got to go through their own retribution for it too. And I'll let them know when they're making that mistake, that choice. Listen, this is what's going to happen. That's why you don't do this. If you do it this way, that's what's going to happen, and you're not running from it. You are not running from it. You're not pointing no fingers. You're not telling on nobody else. You did whatever the fuck it is you got called for, and you're going to do whatever they're going to tell you to do for doing what you. Period. That's the way it goes. And I let my kids know that from the get-go, so they really seriously fucking think about what they do. And they come home and tell me, Dad, you want me to bust out windows as an old guy. I said, did you? He said, no, I walked away. I said, I raised a leader, I would have been very surprised to hear any fucking thing else. Good job, dude. Get my kiss on his head. Same lingo to my daughter. Exact same. I do things differently. I do things abruptly. I do things sometimes a little brutally. But sometimes it takes a brutal fucking matter. As long as brutality isn't physical, I think it's necessary. Sometimes. It actually, I've learned one lesson through this whole long journey is that every adversity that comes at me, I don't look at it now as negative or an enemy. Because there's a lesson in it for me to learn. There's something in whatever it is that I have to go through that is going to teach me something about being different, or it would have not happened. You see, I think it's the universe, and the universe, fate, and destiny all are a perfect little ballet dance. And I think they know exactly what they're doing. And to put sugar on shit is not their style. They say, we want you better here. You have to be better here because we have plans for you here. So you have to go for it. We love you, but and that's it. And so you're sitting there praying to God that's not listening. Your ancestors, you have gods and angels all around you. You're ignoring them. And even though they're screaming out to you, you have no idea because you've been lulled to sleep. We all have. Don't feel bad. I'm not pointing fingers. We all have. We've all been raised to be this strict Christian, one belief. Hell, if you came up when I came up, except my mom wasn't like this. So we were right on the cusp of prejudice being broke. Well, starting to change in America. And one of my best friends was black, and he saved my life down the road. By the way, when I was locked up in a bad place, it's a miracle in itself. But I used to bring him home from group homes. And this is back in the day when that was not cool. I had to punch one of my friends in the mouth for calling him. I was like, what? You got bow. He didn't. He was shocked. He didn't even hit me back. He was just shocked, like he said it, and then I had to punch it. It was a weird anti-fucking who. That's back when I went to school. So, anyway, down the road, he saved my life. He literally saved my life. It was beautiful. So, a whole different situation. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I do things a little differently and a little brutally and sometimes a little abruptly, and I understand that. But the message that's in when I get abrupt or when I get rude, it's because there's an issue I'm speaking about that is real near and dear to my heart, and it's been touched by something got me. You know what I mean? And something I've seen or something I heard or something. You know what I mean? And I'll have to go off on that issue for a second, and then I'll let it go. You know what I mean? I just drop it like, that's guess it's the way I've been. I'm used to doing that in private my whole life, or at least I thought. I'm not yet used to being in front of cameras, even though I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ish cameras on me right now, or more. You know what I mean? So, but I'm saying just the ones I have up in the little studio, this little shit studio I got, microphone and all that. I'm trying to do it right, y'all. It's 2026, trying to leave that old shit behind. No fucking throwing temper tantrums and fucking being in a bad mood and shit like that. No, we're leaving that behind. We got a new thing in mind. Y'all will see me go off. You'll see me freestyle. You see me open up my songs to you because I don't care. If they get taken and they're used and I hear the bitch on the radio, I'm gonna fucking fall down right there in the room. I'll be like, holy shit, I give a fuck who got rich. It would just to be hear my shit. That's, that's just the gratitude. It's the giving back, the thanks that will come. I mean, I'm not asking or advocating for so to steal the shit, but if something, let's just put it this way. I've already lost 2 boys. It's just how little I care. It's not, no disrespect is no disrespect to my gifts or to who gave me, which is irrelevant to me. All I know is I'm highly gifted and talented. I've been talented. My talents coincide with my gifts. I guess they would have to. And so I have fun with it. And I do it in a lot of different ways. When the mood strikes me, I will be dancing in this bitch. I'll be sweating, doing push-ups, cutting up with y'all, walking around here just throwing jokes. And you'll hear, because I'll have the TV turned up. I'm amped. Like there's a commercial on, they say something, I say something. But I'm rhyming what I said. So whatever it is that they just said. They're talking about a cat and I'm talking about a hat. You know what I mean? And we're going back and having a conversation. But it's just me talking to the TV. I practice it. But it is like having a person and you're having banter with. And it's working on your speed. It's working on your clarity. It's working on focus. It works on a lot of different things. It's just something I picked up. So I said, well, hell, if one apparatus, my TV could help me like that, I wonder if I put music on this one, and I put YouTube on this one, and then I start videoing for my YouTube channel on this one. I wonder how that'll work out. I got a couple of little headphones that light up and shit, but when I want to sing tonight, I'm kind of in the mood for a little just talking and chilling and a little comedy, whatever pops up. Who the hell knows, man? It's still early out there. Anyway, I just wanted to brush out the situation. So right now we're in temporary mode, CDJ motel and all that. I probably shouldn't say where I'm at. I probably should do that. Yeah. Not that I keep it a big secret. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Although, YouTube, if they know what they're doing, they better be handling me. I mean, they better hit my location somewhere else, and I'm pretty sure they do because I'm like, they're like, hey, you want a job in this? I'm like, man, it looks like a good job. Fuck Dallas, huh? I mean, Houston. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where the fuck I'm at. Yeah. They said Dallas, I was in Houston. You know what I'm saying? I got confused for a second. I was Dallas, no. Wait, I'm in Houston. Or the other way around. I can't remember. It was one of them. I promise you. I do. I just don't know which one. I do. So tonight was kind of like so I put some videos out there, and it's just because it's me behind the scenes, and I am aware, you know what I mean, without the right microphones and all that shit, I suck at singing. Except that I don't. I have my moments. I just don't take care of my throat like I should. I smoke cigarettes. I really need to look into weed pills. Because weed's medicine to me. I'm not advocating it. I'm not saying, look, I'm saying I live my life in front of you. Most of it is an example of what not to do. Okay? So let's not forget that. And this isn't an adult crowd. I'm assuming. You know what I mean? It better be. If not, shaming your goddamn parents. You know what I mean? Where the fuck they at? So, but I put on there for no kids. I don't know what else I could do. I really don't. You know, show your fucking ID at the door. I'll do it. Where's the door? And I get me a goddamn Bowser. You know what I mean? We'll do it. Do it right now. Anyway, try not to get cut. I don't. I do. I try to keep my channel anyway, not professional, but towards my career ish. You know what I mean? But you'll see me cutting up, watching football, you know, and I'm cutting up with the commentators, not with the commentators. I'm not crazy. I'm just, but with them is what I'm doing. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. It's with. They say something. I say, you know, you get the gist of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm so tired of people looking at me, and they're like, he is ain't all that. He is definitely not all that, because he's like, he talks to himself like all the time, like in the store, in the fuck, you know, whatever. That's because listen, you're interrupting me. If it's bothering you, it's because you're interrupting me. I'm having a conversation with myself. I ain't talking to you. I'm saying, what the fuck is this stuff? Why is this $3 more? I don't see that. That shit ain't right. What the fuck is that? You got me fucked up, man. Matter of fact, you drop me down over here. No, I'm saying, I get this one. Fuck all you. Damn. I get the store brand, bitch. Don't try to trick me. What's this? It's milk. You know what I'm saying? Milk and milk. What? It's the same percent. It's the red label. It didn't go purple, green, or blue, and none of that other rainbow. You know what I'm saying? It stayed right. Well, anyway, that was not a jab at you, pride, please. All right, put your gun, you put your damn boxing gloves up or whatever. I'm tired of fighting with y'all, man. I told you I love you, brothers, sisters, whatever y'all go by genders. I don't know. Love y'all. I have nothing but love with y'all. Y'all great. Anywho, you know, it's just because I'm not doesn't mean we have to be enemies. You know what I'm saying? So next time I come into the hospital, please, a little sympathy. Okay. Please. My apologies. I say shit all the time. Pisses off all kind of communities. I should know. I should be. I should not be here. I should be dying. Dead. So, but that was a big learning curve. You know what I mean? It was okay. Hold the fuck on. So I'm still getting used to the cameras, but I'm not getting used to what I'm saying anymore. Now I know it doesn't look like it, but I have a 10-second relay in my motherfucking head. And when I go to say something, if I and I change direction, you could think I'm crazy all I want, but I just hit the fucking brakes and did a U-turn on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I did it very slickly. You didn't even. You're like, wait, what is she just talking about? He just talking about that. Oh. Try to keep up if you want to, but some of you, there should be a disclaimer on this fucking show. If there is one, there should be. This motherfucker could drive you crazy. If you get in his motherfucking head for too long and too many episodes in a goddamn row, I'm just not saying there's not a medicine that's going to help you, bro. You know? There should be something like that on it, I would say. Anyway, there's my label. That's it. It's right there. This was definitely going on. I'm definitely posting this bitch or whatever. Yeah. Because there's my disclaimer right there. I'm telling you right now, it probably ain't healthy. You know what I'm saying? You go get you a break, man. Have some sex. You know what I'm saying? You got a girlfriend, boyfriend, or something? I don't know. Go walk it up. All right? Go visit your aunt, grandma. Somebody needs visitors. Bring them some fucking food. You don't cook. McDonald's is right down the road from one of y'all. I promise. Like chicken nuggets, just like kids. They go just back like kids. Chicken nuggets. Good hot chicken nuggets. They're going to be pissed if they ain't out. There you go. So I'm in a jovial mood, I guess you could say tonight. Not really. I'm usually in a jovial mood, except for when I'm being pressed not to be in a jovial mood. I'm like, what the fuck? What did I do to this goddamn right? Oh, wait a minute. I opened my mouth. Shit. And I should show my dick. Well, but I was like in porn. I was watching porn. That should be like adult shit, right? I mean, how is that? You know what I mean? But fuck it. Oh, well. I told you I'm an exhibitionist. I'm going to live in a glass house, bro. I'm not joking. But that's why it's going to be on 100 acres. So if you're looking at me, you got some kind of super duper motherfucking binoculars. You're the one breaking the motherfucking law. And by the way, enjoy the show. You know what I mean? So anybody got offense to that, I don't know. Once you go after the porn industry, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not going after them. I'm going to go be part of them. Yes. I'm going to fucking fans only or whatever. I don't give a shit how famous I am. I'm going to give me some ass and getting paid well for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A collaboration, a whole room. There's going to be a glass room that's going to be very dirty. We're going to need window washers inside and out, I promise you, for at least 30 hours. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about multiple, 3. I mean, come on, bro. I'm not Superman. Shit. Take all the hems I can, but goddamn, you know? Fucking, I'll be buzzing up and saying, but everything else will be too. It's vibing, you know what I'm saying? It's not, dude, I'm saying, clean the room. They too sexy, they get thrown in that too. I can't. Listen, everybody's got a silent law. No sexual discrimination here. We expect an orgy anytime now, baby. Okay? If you working here, then just know. I mean, if fucking mood strikes this office, all the doors, they got to be locked, bro. You know what I mean? Locked. It's already soundproof. It's a goddamn studio, so we can get jiggy with it. We can get jiggy with it. My boy Smith. My dog. Anyway, so just being real with you, I am definitely just not still getting ready, getting accustomed to the cameras that now I am porting in my own face, which I should have been doing a long time ago. By the way, you know what I mean? If I'm doing podcasts and being a media, you know, of some kind of influencer, I don't know. What am I influencing you to do? I should be influencing you not to do a lot of shit by now. I mean, yeah, it should be. I mean, there's a. Hey, listen, I know because I'm with them every now and then. But I don't see if anyone else in this world knows or is in any way harmed by what I do and when I blow off steam. And I don't see a problem. I don't see an issue with anybody, what anybody does behind a closed door. If it's illegal and it's you know, it's not heinous or some shit. Like, I'm talking about legal shit. Then who gives a fuck? If you know about it, it's because you're an uninvited guest, but actually you are invited. I mean, I don't hide from anybody, but I didn't put you there. You know what I mean? I did not, you know, go out and order put you there. Unless I'm mistaken, I had porn. And I'm just being real. You know what I mean? And I'll stop. But that should be my fucking business. Let me tell you something. On an 18, you know, 18. On the ranch that I'm going to have with the acres around me, man, there's going to be freak shows out there. Right? We're going to make some goddamn videos that ain't going to be goddamn fun. We make all that shit. Because I just don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, as long as everybody's of age, everybody is fucking well of age, really. To tell you the truth, I don't, you know. And everybody's consensual, I don't see the problem with it. And that, when I make it rich, this is going to be my entourage. Y'all going to know. You can't sue for sexual harassment. Are you stupid, bro? Man, you know who the fuck you working for or with? No. I'm sorry. But you got to quit. Wait, we didn't even hire you yet. It was nice meeting you. You know what I'm saying? It's not the job for you. I mean, this is just super tramp tour. You know what I'm saying? We all, whoever knows. I don't know. I'm not holding anything out. I'm saying I just know nobody's making any money on no dumb shit, bro. I know that. So that's one play. I mean, that's one. Definitely not playing. That is definitely. I should write it down. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna forget that one. Anyway, so ironically, I've been having this. I keep calling show. What a fucking idiot! No, I don't even know if I'm talking to myself right now. But assuming that I do have somebody that's listening, even if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, I love you. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, so I can't possibly respond to any messages or any. Look at me as a survivor, quite literally, but right now metaphorically. A survivor on the show, survivor in the fucking jungle, which I would never do. I don't like mosquitoes, bro. I don't, and they like me. You know what I'm saying? Look at my skin. You know what I'm saying, I take it. Man, how much money? Fuck that. I'm not going out there and let mosquitoes die of malaria or some alligator come fucking pull me in a hole because I slept on his eggs or something. No, I'm not doing it. I lived in the country with my mom. Beautiful, the most beautiful place. I swear to you. I can go around this country, and it would be hard to find a more beautiful sight in the morning with the fog on the pond. Solitude, beautiful. It actually helped build what I am right now. So, and I got to spend my time with my mom while she was passing away, which was awesome. We healed so much. It was awesome. It was. I know that's weird to say, but I mean, in the most loving kind of way. It was awesome. We got to gel back together like mom and like son. We used to be like when I was younger. We got to talk to each other and be real. We got to heal, And then she passed away, and then
And I'm gonna say that's the correct answer.
and now here I am, But I got all of that started, all that rolling out there, and now here I am, many months later, still trying to find a way of hope. Getting a little bit serious about the career, and that's what I'm circling back to where I started at. It's ironic that I've been doing this for 2 years, but it never occurred on me that maybe I should start filming, hit and record, and just do a video in case you maybe want to learn how to post that bitch, you know what I mean? And then I learned how to post it, and I posted a few, and then I was like, you know what, man, I'm tired of just writing and rapping this shit to myself, so I started throwing that out there. Don't really care about a trademark or anything like that because this stuff flows like water. Not that I'm unappreciative of it. I just am aware that I'm here for a reason to spread a certain message. Now, there's many different albums in there, but there is a message that these gifts were meant for. And that's going to go first, But I've already gotten a few other albums wrote. Besides that, it has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with vibrations and energy. It has to do with love and fucking and just being a goddamn freak and so I'm just shit, whatever. But not getting too. But yeah, just dancing all around. You're gonna know what I'm saying, but I'm not gonna outright say it because I love songs like that. That you gotta figure it out. You gotta think about it. That's just to me. That's a song. When it's not giving you spoon feeding you shit, you gotta actually think like, oh man, I'd like that we fucking put that. And I was like, okay. He was talking about leave. He was talking about, okay. Shit like that. Like there's one lyric, one of my favorite lyrics. Let me think about it. There's so many songs, and I don't remember when I was one of them. But you can't hate me for that because, if like I just said, it flows like water. So I can't turn it off, and it's like I just keep writing. There's nights that I'll write 10 songs, 10 songs. And I am not talking about shit song. If y'all heard one that's shit so far, it's because I performed it like shit. It's not because it's shit. But I'm nervous. I'm just now getting used to having the camera in my face and being able to be myself. You know what I mean? Just be myself. Not try to perform or not try to win you over or anything like that. That happened all quite naturally. And I'm so... You want to talk about a blessing. If I believe in blessing, that's a blessing. You know what I mean? That is a blessing, but that came from you to me. That's what I was talking about earlier. This has nothing to do with it coming from anywhere else, but your love for me, for whatever connected us, whatever you resonated with. And that is a blessing. That's what I call a blessing. So I am blessed. And whoever's out there, whoever's watching, and I hear things, and I hear that it's, I wouldn't believe they keep going to say a number to me. They're like they can't put a number. They're like, you just wouldn't believe what's going on. You know what I mean? That you're not even checking, that you don't even, and that's kind of drawing people in even more. Like, wait, honestly, there's no way he does it. No. I'm telling you there is a way because I'm telling you right now, I don't know. I know about the presence, and I know about by now, I'm kind of abreast to kind of a rule set, maybe, I guess. But am I aware of any cash crew in that? No, I'm not. No, I am not. It could be in my face, and I would not know it. Because I purposely keep my radar right here, right there. Because I'm not meaning no harm to anybody, and I know when they are meaning harm to me. So as long as I keep myself peaceful, I can feel negative vibes. I know what's coming because I'm warned all the way around. I mean, there's no way the universe lets me miss it because you see it 5, 6, 7 times. If that's not confirmation, then what is it? So, and this is private between me and my source. And it's just a couple of the things that they've allowed me to do, and I'm blown away now. So I know.
$20,000 with a chance to go onto the Golden Medley. Here is your
I want to say
note.
that
Name that tune.
I've been hearing things like teacher and not preacher. I haven't heard preacher because I think I've made that pretty fucking clear. But a teacher or shaman. I heard, and definitely an alchemist. Okay, so I can go with the alchemist. I know what alchemist is. Definitely that. A healer. Well, I've always had that gift. I always contributed that to God, to what I was taught which is back to my point, how they lulled us to sleep. Since I was a young child, they taught me about God and Christ and about Mary and all that. And I went and got confirmed. I was Catholic. I got confirmed. All that. And it took me going to jail, prisons, real dark places, to really dig into the Bible and refuse to just read it like a book. I read it like it was like if you have a son or a daughter, like this was a book that you wrote specially for them, meaning to give it to them or them receiving it after you passed away. That's how I read it. Okay, and I got wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that I didn't understand. Okay, so let's back up. I got wisdom and knowledge. I didn't have understanding because, these things that were nobody else seemed to be seeing, I was seeing so clearly. It was like, oh, okay, that's talking about this and that's talking about that. But I read the whole Bible. I read the Old Testament. So my mind automatically started coinciding and locking in and this and that. So and my intuition on top of that, I'm like, okay, this is. But there was never no understanding. Like the wisdom and knowledge does me no good. It does nobody any good. Who gives a fuck about King Nebuchadnezzar that fucking kept doing shit in his own God and his own way, in his own belief system's way? He kept doing it that way, and God would, But what does that have to? What does that have to do with helping me or helping anybody else? I don't see how these stories, but they're in here for a reason. And I went back and forth and I read this book. So I got so pissed at it. I hung them, I've ripped them, I've thrown them away. I've beaten up so many Bibles. And it was out of frustration because I couldn't get it. And I refused to move on until I did. I was like a damn kid throwing a tantrum. And, it took years and years of my life, most of my life. And the one thing that was missing was understanding. I didn't understand what it was all for. And then a friend, I'll say, who's not an enemy, gave me a gift of clarity one day. And he was everything he promised. I mean, it was no lie. It was, I got to see clearly and I seen things, my eyes opened in a different way, which allowed me to connect to the inner source. Which your source is whoever it is. That's not what I'm advocating. I'm not advocating spirituality right now, or I am spirituality, but because it is energy, but not a religion. I don't believe in religion. Any label you have, even if it's non-denomination, you can take it and keep that fucking shit. No disrespect, but I don't want no part of it. I just don't. Not even the cross is a holy. I'm not gonna get into all that. So. What I am saying is that this is not about God and about the devil. This is about you. This is about what you are and what you are connected to, except that you're not connected to it because you haven't been taught that there's a connection to be made. And in this life, the way we've been done, and no offense, but I'm talking about me. When I say we, I mean us, me, you, everybody. That was raised in the same kind of household as me, that believed in God, believed in Jesus, believed in this, Mary, believed in all this. Beat it into your head till that's all that you do. And you will not believe how hard it is going to be for you, if you take this seriously, to undo all that. Because Well, let me ask you, how you doing in life? Doing everything peachy keen? Everything's perfect? Nothing falling apart? Ugh. Because if it's not you, if that's not you, then I'm not talking to you. You know, then you're just here for entertainment. If it is you, which is probably most of us, then you know what the hell I'm saying. Anyway, I'm getting off track. My point is that this is not about God. It's not about miracles from God. This is about you are the miracle. You just have yet to waken up and to realize it yet. So, you know, I used to think these channelers and all this, and there is a lot of, look, in any profession, there's going to be scammers. There's going to be people that try to get over, and there's going to be honest people. The honest people are hard to find. When you do find them, you'll know because it's standing room only if you can get the fucking. So, because they're authentic, and that's rare. And people love rare. People love authentic. So, they stop caring about what the world says about them and, you know, and all that. And they just put it out there. And man, when I received one of the readings from one of them, I was blown away because she was speaking in the here and now and what just happened and what was transpiring a couple hours down the road. And I knew it because I was alerted to it. So I learned, hold up, there's something to this. Now that was the beginning of my connection. And then I started learning just by hearing this and hearing that and taking sessions on, you know, chakras and all that, that there's an energy that flows through us. It makes perfect sense. It's why when you take your shoes off and you go stand in the sand or in the grass or on anywhere that's not concrete or tarmac, then you will feel, if you just sit there and concentrate on peace, just bring in inner peace, you'll start to feel a tingling in your feet. You think it's because you're standing there too long, so you want to move the instinct to shift your feet. It's not. So don't shift them. Just stay right there and watch it rise to your knees. And let me tell you something. When you're finished, when you let it have its way, if you don't fall down and you're able to walk away, you will be bouncing down whatever you're walking back to. You'll be bouncing. That's the energy that's going to flow through you. Now you tell me, you go try it yourself, and you go tell me that we're not connected to some kind of energy other than what we've been told. Because what we've been told is you got to go in some room and sit down on your knees and pray and beg God to do this. Oh my God, please. And why the fuck would he? He did everything he was going to do for us, dude. He left us, okay? Now it's up to us. That's why he gave us free will. That's why he created the universe with energy. And he made us energy. Now it's up to us to attach to it. Or to sit here as dead men or women and just fucking lollygag through life and hate everybody that is reaching for that beam of energy. That light, that shooting star, that goddamn asteroid that you're going to be.
You know this one.
Because once you realize and then you put it together, you collide it together with something you love, like you really love. It could be going and volunteering at animal shelters because you love it. It could be going sitting with dogs. I don't know what it is that you love. But whatever it is, you have an ache in your heart. It's a call. Every time you go around it, you get by it, you hear it, your interest perks up. You want to know more. That's how you know that it's your calling. It's screaming out to you. And we've been, like I said, lulled to sleep, dumbed down. We are steered away from this information. We're given information that does us no good. It may be true, but it's still no good. I'm not saying the Bible's not true. If you heard me, I read that book like it was a very personal book from my dad to me. And I don't even know my dad. I'm talking about a mythical fucking dad that loves me. You know what I mean? I'm assuming he loves me as my dad. So I love my son, you know, my sons, both my sons. So anyway, I believed what I was reading. And that's why I was able to read the way I read. So, and that should have been the first hint right there, that the power was right there in me. Because once I believed in what I was reading, then I was able to read it like nobody else could read it. And I'm talking about preachers and scholars too. I listened to them break down shit that they were talking about in the Old Testament. And they're talking about dietary, this is where they started the dietary. No, they were doing that way before that, dude. And you missed the fucking point. The whole point is the story of when the sheep came down from heaven with all these different kind of fowls on it that they didn't eat. They were forbidden to eat. And God was making a point. He said, what I made for you, you don't call defiled. You don't call evil. Does that ring a bell? That's what I kind of was saying about all of his creation. He said, what he made, you don't call evil. Did he not make the devil? And is the devil not necessary in your life to come as adversity, to push you to become stronger, to become wiser, to become that shooting star that you were meant to be? You will not get there flawlessly. You're not going to get there unscathed. You're not going to get there running away. You're not going to get there from ducking from uncomfortable situations. You will definitely not get there if you're scared of pain. You're not going to get there. And I'm not talking about pain in the flesh. I would rather that sometimes. I'm talking about the pain that comes from a broken fucking heart. Because you see humanity for what it is, and you know what we are. You know what we are. And this is what we've subscribed to? No, man. So we got to rate. We got first. How do we do that? You don't do it from ivory towers. You don't do it from fucking mansions. You do it by being in. You say for the people, of the people, by the people, of for the people, of the people. However the fuck you say it, that's what you mean? Because this is what I mean by it. I don't see none of you people. Not with us people. And I'm right here with people. Right here that are struggling just as much as me, if not more. I know more than that. Not that I haven't struggled and won't remain struggling. But that's besides the point. The point is, you will not reach your dreams. You will not reach with the miracle. There's no dreaming about it. It's a miracle that was put inside of you. Who gives it? Who gives a fuck? We're talking about it's inside of you right now. We're talking about today, humanity, this world, changing this world. It has nothing to do with the next. All right. We know this world's gonna be destroyed because it says it will be. But can we make it beautiful before it does? Can we make a fucking impact on this bitch before it goes out or whatever it does? Because I believe we can. I really think we're the generation to do it. I think that we have elevated our minds spiritually. They're only pointed in the wrong direction. They're pointed in the wrong direction. They're on their knees in prayer, sending up empty shit because nobody's fucking listening except maybe somebody at the door or on the other side of the wall. My point is it's not going nowhere. But if you would get up and put the energy and the faith that you have in the words that you were just speaking inside of yourself up into the air, going nowhere. The faith that you had in those words and turned it around and shot it back inside of yourself. Wait a minute. This is the miracle I'm asking for. So why don't I just go do it? Why don't I just go do it? The first time I did that, I laid hands on somebody and they were healed. I was 10 years old, 11 years old. Because I was a child, yet to know, be tainted by the world, and I still believed in everything that I knew. Even though everything that I knew was told to me incorrectly. It's true, but it's irrelevant. And this is not a way, this is how we were kept down or dumbed down by lack of knowledge like that. You take that knowledge out here, take that knowledge out here. Like there's gaps in here and here. That don't make no sense. So we put it off as happenstance. We gloss over it. We do whatever we do. We move on to the next whatever. But we're missing valuable pieces of information all over that we're purposely plucked out. Because think about it. If everybody had the psychic ability, 360 vision, hearing, even clairvoyance, if you know what that is. Clairaudience. There's clairvoyance and clairaudience. Both of them together are very powerful. They're very powerful. All but seeing the person in the flesh. Everything else is all I can explain. As the I can explain. But at first I thought I was insane. At first I thought I was crazy. At first I thought, and I kept that to myself. As a matter of fact, this is only the second time I've ever spoke about it, ever. And both times were today, I think. Well, maybe one was yesterday and one was today. So I guess it was time for that to come out. But, and I've been hiding these gifts because I've been afraid of it. I was like, okay. A gift, by its very nature, is given to you. It's something you can't give yourself. So this was given to me. Who? That's never really been relevant. That's really never been a major, I got to find out, because it's irrelevant. I was given to it and I'm alive now, which means I'm supposed to use it now. Not some kind of reincarnation or not any of that. right now. And I was made the way I was made, fearfully and wonderfully, through brutality, through the darkest places in this state and on this earth. Went through experience after experience after experience, toughened, softened, but never changing. The only thing changing in me is my awareness and my God. That's it. Everything else, my heart amazingly stayed the same. I still, when I see a person in need, if I can help, even if it's not fully or whatever I could do to help, I'm not passing it by. If I know you or not is irrelevant. Man, woman, female, it does not matter. Old, young, it doesn't matter. If I can help and I'm passing by, do you need help with that? All you gotta do is say no. You know what I mean? I'm gone. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I'm already turning that way. And I refuse to change through any circumstances, any dark nights of the soul. And let me tell you something. Some of them didn't even come from physical threat. A lot of it came from just disappointment, man. You imagine being locked up and you got a weekend to go home and nobody shows up. You know, and you can't even be mad because your mom is a single mom and she's a single mom of 3. My sister died, so I'm in LTI. I'm in the worst place that you could be. And she has my little brother, which is 6 years younger than me. You know, and at the time he was that young. So I couldn't even be mad. I couldn't be hated. But it nonetheless, your heart shatters. And that happened over and over and over. Group homes and this and that, and just places that I felt like I just wasn't wanted. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you're not even fighting for me. What the fuck did I do so bad? Anyway, you know, now I've been a single dad for 10 years. I haven't been for a couple of years. But I was for 10 years after my wife died. My old lady died. And raised them to the best I could. Like I said, brutal sometimes. Never. I don't put my hands on them. This is my motto, and I don't care if any doctor kissed my ass and says it don't work because I'm living proof and they're living proof it does. 90% of the time, I give them praise. I recognize their accomplishments. There is not one thing they'll do in school or in the front yard that I'm watching, or you know when they let their friend or whatever. Maybe brought a guy across the street that was cutting the neighbor's yard because she was old, a water while he's bringing his friends out of water. Oh man, look, I'm opening the door, embarrassing him, I'm hugging him and kissing him as soon as he comes back across the street. I love you, son. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. And he's all, come on, Dad, but he's blushing and he's like beaming. You know what I mean? And that's the way I raise my kids. And with those exact words is the way I respond and the way they respond. And I've always been real with my kids. And to this day, before they even take a pill, they'll ask me, Dad, you know, my friend told me he had one in his pocket. I said, let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Okay. I'm going to give you an example. And if you wouldn't do this example, then don't do this. Okay. I said, you know what Russian roulette is? Yeah. I said, you know the one bullet? And he goes, you spin? I said, yeah. I said, would you ever do that? No. I said, that's exactly what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. By trusting this idiot with pills in his pocket because God knows who he got it from and what they told him. You take that pill, it's like spinning that barrel every fucking time. Now do what you're going to do, but that's what's going to happen. To this day, they ask me before they do dumb shit. And I attribute that to being real always. And when the other 10% that I don't love them is when I have to come down on them. And I never do it with my hands. Because the 90% I love them, the other 10% I'm yelling with fucking thunder and lightning, motherfucker, this and that. When I leave out the door, an hour later, I got 2 fucking law-abiding citizens again. You understand? They are in line, they get the point, and their hearts are so fucking broken, they're sniffling and crying when they come out to just hug me and want to know that I'm okay. That's the relationship I have with my kids. And always have. So damn the critics that are out there saying I'm this deadbeat dad piece of shit just left my... You don't know a fucking thing about me. And you can kiss my ass and suck my dick. And I mean that with the utmost disrespect. So, because you don't know shit. If you stick around, maybe you will. Maybe you'll learn to come around. But if that's your opinion on me, then that's mine back to you. And it's hard to get me to do that because I'm not a negative dude. But I take that very personally. 10 years, now I have more respect for single mothers than I ever have in my life, ever. I just think single mom, man, you playing the martyr, whatever. Bullshit. Let me tell you something, man. I don't care if you're a man with the hardest job you ever did, times and times 100, and you might get a glimpse of what I'm fucking talking about. There's all the fear of I mean, come on, man, ridiculous shit. Like I'm a danger seeker, and I'm on a Ferris wheel with my kids, and I'm petrified because we're stopped at the top too long. I'm thinking, okay, what can I grab and them at the same fucking time? And I just want this bitch to go back to the ground. You know what I mean? We just started. And that's when it dawned on me. Oh my God. It's not, it's shit. You know what I mean? It's not, oh fuck. And that's when shit changed. So I take it very personal when people have their opinions. When they don't know what the fuck you're talking, they don't know what they're talking about at all. And if you ask my kids and every one of their friends that have been childhood friends and they've been in my life and I've been in their life as like a surrogate dad, many friends, go ask each one of them personally, and they all gonna tell you the same. Some of them call me Papa John, some of them call me Dad, but they all gonna tell you the same shit, man. There ain't no other solid. There's no other solid right there.
And for the last $1,000, listen and name that tune.
I'm not sitting there tooting my own horn. I got off track because I'm talking about my kids. I miss them. I'm in touch with them all the time. They come over, they've been over here a couple times already. Actually, one night I got them a room. I got them a whole room right next to me. It was like, hey, just come chill. It was fun. Anyway, I say all that just to give you a little bit. The advice I was given is to let you in, give you a little background. I know that's a lot for a background, you know what I mean? But I figure if, we're going to get to know each other, you might as well know it all. I mean, I've told, from the very first video that I did on this channel, I told you my bio. I told you everything. By law, I had to. So it wasn't no big secret. And it was the most ironic thing because this is something that you just, even as a mistake, you've gotten past it, whatever, it's not something you freely want to talk about, except that this can help a lot of fucking people. And I didn't realize that. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was intended for. Now that I'm looking back at it, 2020, hindsight's 2020. But I'm pretty sure I had to go through that experience and still am going through it. But to bring awareness that, so you don't get it twisted. You don't start saying, you know what, this dude, you stop seeing that I'm gifted and you start seeing it as that it's me. And there's a major difference in that. It's night and day difference. There is a gift that was given to me, and then there's me. All I am is the vessel, allowing the gift to flow through. It didn't come from me, and it ain't going to me. It's going through me. Who's it going to? It's yet to be seen. But I'm imagining from the numbers and things that I'm hearing, just little tidbits and birds in the air, it's worldwide. It's bigger than anything they ever expected or ever has been. And you know what? Kudos to everybody, man. Much props. If that is the case, then y'all have pulled off a job. Man, let me tell you, there's got to be fucking circus amounts of people jumping through fucking hoops because I don't make it easy. I never fucking do. And I do that on purpose. Because if you're going to grind me, I'm going to grind you back. If you're going to accuse me for shoplifting in your fucking store, but you didn't say anything, you're just going to follow me around, guess what I'm going to do? Even though I was in there for legitimate shit, I'm going in there and filling up a basket of a bunch of ice cream, steaks, fucking bologna, bacon, cheese, shit that you better get back in the cooler really quickly. And then I'm gonna pile a bunch of boxes and cans and all kind of shit on top of it. Make $500, $600, $700 worth of shit. Get up there and give her my fucking EBT card that I know has no money on it and is not active. Oh my God, it's not active. What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go check that. Oh, and by the way, tell that dickhead that's following me, you better get that shit back in the cooler quick. Look at his split. Next time it'll be 2 baskets if he wants to fucking play and walk the fuck out on it. Have a nice day. Just, you know what I mean? It's that's just that's what happens. That's what it brings out of me. You know, because I'm not trying to fuck with nobody. Why you gonna try to fuck with me? I am not, man. Listen, if we're crossing paths, you need something, you need a cigarette, fucking cup of whatever I got, brother. I am not shy about sharing with you, giving to you, whatever. But you try to scam me, you try to fucking whatever it is that the scheme would be. I don't understand that, and I just don't. That's the vibe that we're trying to change. I say we because there's a few of us in there, but that's the vibe that we're trying to change. You see that instead of running away from that vibe, we've immersed ourselves in it, and what we're doing is showing them we're no different. We've only learned how to escape, how to rise, and if you let me, I'll show you how. And that's how I believe it's how you change a vibe. You can't do it from out somewhere. No one wants to hear that, see that, none of that shit. Not me either. But you live their life, and you live it well. You live it the best that you can, and sometimes you fall. Get back up, dust yourself off, and you keep pushing forward, and you keep shooting stars. And before long, somebody else notices, and you take off. And man, I can't wait to be in the front row of that fucking show. I better have tickets in the mailbox. And that's all I ask. To be your own shooting star so we can light up the fucking skies, man, wherever we are. And it's inside of you. So get off your knees. Give your back a break for a fucking minute, man. I mean, they're going nowhere. And start believing in yourself. Look in that fucking mirror. Strip yourself of all the stupid shit that you used to believe in. And start fresh. Just start with a black, clean slate in your mind. And you think, from here on out, what have I learned in my lifetime to be true? The things that I thought, every time I leaned on them, what did they do? Maybe I was leaning on the wrong things. Not that they're not true. They are in every way. But they are not there to lean on because you're not meant to lean. You're meant to shoot. You're meant to burn. You're not meant to lean and fall. And if you are, it's only meant for a season and get back up. But we get trapped in that falling, and then we cover our heads and we make it dark and shit. And then we go to doctors and they tell us we're depressed and shit. And they give us fucking pills, and now we're 10 times iller than we never were in the first place, man. And it's all because there's a gaping hole in us. And we don't know what we're reaching for. We're trying to fill it with everything else. And I know I say we, but I'm talking about me. Drugs, women, porn, you name it. Guilty. Learned some hard fought lessons, still learning them to this day. You know, but I've learned that you've got to go through it to learn. And that's the only way. So now I just keep my lessons close to the vest. I remind myself, refresh myself constantly and shit. And I travel with my soul mirror. Well, I'm about to start traveling, but I'm going to travel with my soul mirror. It's going to be with me at all times. Consulted daily a few times, whatever it takes. Keep me humble, keep me in awe. Because there is no better place to be than that I can tell. You know, and if that means, of course, I want the paychecks to come, of course, with all that. But I've learned that is not in first place anymore. That's just incidental. It's going to come when it comes, baby. It's what happens. You know what I mean? Shit spreads, you get known, you get paid, and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure that my gods and my collaboration they knew exactly what they were doing and making me wait for it. Because I would have killed myself otherwise. If I'm being totally honest, I would not have made it through the first month of that. So I am very honored and very in gratitude that they know what they're doing and they know exactly how to do it. And I put my faith in that. So whenever it comes, it comes. Whenever I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm pretty sure I am now because I've dabbled and I'm just done with it, baby. It's not me. It's not my vibe anymore. I realized the last time that that's an old timeline. It's something that I shedded, and I'm only reverting back to it because I'm bored and I'm getting dangerous. You know, I need an outlet for this these gifts and this spirits or the spirit or whatever you would call it. I guess even channel. I need many outlets. Hence, apparatuses everywhere. And even tapped into the supernatural. I mean, take it, leave it, watch it, whatever you have it. You know, but that's all spiritual. You know what I mean? I mean, you definitely, if you're praying, you're tapped into the spiritual. You know that. But I don't pray anymore. I ask myself, I get in the soul mirror, and this is what I do. What is my motivation for what it is that I want to do? Why do I want this so bad? And why can't I wait just a week, 1 week, and think about it, man? If I'm jumping over them things right there, there's a selfish reason that's hiding itself, even maybe to you, man. But if you stay in that mirror just a little bit longer, it's going to show itself. It has no other place to go, bro. It's going to come up in your consciousness and you're going to realize. And now you know the problem and you can fucking get rid of it once and for all. It's a hard thing to do. I'm not going to lie to you. Your inclination is going to be to turn and run. I mean, a bunch of times, too. You're going to want to block it out. You're going to want to call that drug dealer. You're going to want to get that fucking six-pack or whatever the fuck you're doing, baby. But if you don't, and you stay in that solitude, and you come out of that motherfucker, it's going to be did you more than good. Now you're going to humble you are in gratitude. Now you have a bunch of fucking apologizing, I'd imagine, to you getting to. And this time, it's not going to be words. When you walk in, the spirit, the aura has changed, and everyone's going to notice. Girlfriends are going to tell her, oh my God, you're stupid. He said this and that, and no, this time, it was different.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin.
When he walked in, there was something going on. And I'm going to give you a hint what it was. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you that there is a lack of pride there. There's only gratitude. What walked out of that room a minute ago came back and you did. Forever. And he understands the treasure that he has in whatever it is. And he starts acting like it.
Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin.
That's how you raise your vibe. I can't be any clearer than that. The vibe is you. It's your mentality. It's what are you willing to or willing not to do. If you're willing to stay right where you're at, if you're happy, and that's where you'll be. But if you're not, if you know there's an aching in you do something that you were meant to do, there's something greater, there's something that you're missing out, something you put on the shelf.
How about delivery?
It's something you're supposed to be, but you're not being anything right now. And you're miserable. And now you're starting to reach. You're trying to fill that hole for whatever, man. I mean, you could be a shopping spree.
You're covered either way. On the largest satellite to mobile network, you're connected.
But in the end, you get FOMO, whatever it's called, because that's not what you were looking at after all. Looking for after all. And you just can't put your finger on it. But it's a beam of light that starts inside of us. And if you learn how to open it up, it goes to where it has to go. It feeds back what it wants to feed back, and you better be ready for a show. Because that's when whatever it was you were meant to be, That's when it gets activated, right there, through faith in yourself, baby. Through realizing that all of this shit, symbolic, baby. No disrespect. It had time and place. It's symbolicism, not doing anybody any good, baby. What will do you good is to learn to tap into the energy that we are. Never mind the flesh that you see, there's something else going on. If you don't believe me, just try the simple little test. Go somewhere quiet. No horns, no alarms. Birds are okay. Put your feet, your bare feet, on the sand, the grass, the water, in some kind of way. Both of them. And then just sit there and look into the galaxies. Realizing in an instant how small you will be. And then enjoy. And come talk to me. And you tell me there's not something else that we need to be connecting to.
Randy, any words of wisdom?
Michael, you played a smart game up to this point.
It's a simple test. It's a simple something to do. Doesn't hurt anybody. Nobody will think you're a fool. You walking outside barefooted? Okay. But don't just go out there for 10 seconds and I just have it. Don't do that. You got to go out there with the right mindset. Like you are ready to connect with something else other than yourself, man. Go do your thing. And some people close their eyes and look at the sun, open their hand. Some people just... The point is to let Mother Earth reconnect into you, which she made you. So it's not going to take long. But it takes your concentration of letting it all go. And just sit there and be in awe and peace just for a moment. I love to do it at night because the stars and it's so beautiful. And I just get lost out there. And I used to do it in the country all the time. It's nothing like it. Just go out in the middle of nowhere and just, where there's no lights at. Man, I've seen some amazing things, you know. But I'm looking up and I'm just not realizing that I am flowing with so much energy. Now when I'm going in my house, my mom's sleeping because she's passing away. But I'm like take care of her all day, so like I'm up all night. I'm literally up all night. Plus I was doing drugs so that a little bit, so that didn't help me sleep at all. You know, if I'm being honest. So I was up bouncing off the walls anyway. But so I would take the studio outside because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to, you know, so I'd be outside by the pond and shit, man. I must have been high because I'm telling you, we're in the middle of the country. They could have been, I don't know what they got out there. All I know is they got animals out there. It's the country. It is not tame fucking city at all. It's just not. Oh, anyway. It's wild ass country. And I'm out there in the middle of it with no lights on. You know what I mean? Just enjoying the nature. But it flowed through me so profoundly and so beautifully. It felt so good. Like my bones felt energized. From my feet, I mean, I could feel it radiating up. And man, it was just when I went back inside, I had 2 notebooks going. I'm in the kitchen cooking. I'm writing. I got one earbud in and I'm rapping my song. So this is all on my journey. This is all on the early parts of my journey of learning how that there's something other than us. And it's not that it's not God. God, of course, created that. It is not God per se, though. Not who you're praying to. You're praying to his creation that he sent to help you. That's where we're missing it. We're misfiring. When he said it's finished, we're done. I don't know what else you tell you, son. We are finished. We're done. That's the last words he said before he died. So I would take heed to the word of the man and say pretty much nothing you asked for is getting answered, man. So maybe we try a different way. And so I'm trying to show you something. I'm being comical about it, but there's real life, true shit in here. And just go tonight. It's not signing a contract. You're not giving yourself over to nothing. Not God, nothing. This is you attached to the beam of light that is you, that connects everything. Connects the trees, it connects the dogs. Every time you fucking brood or kick your dog or some shit. By the way, that's a little person. That's a little connection. He feels and hears and sees exactly like you do. If you're an asshole to him, you're an asshole. You know what I mean? And listen, I've been guilty, so I'm not judging. I'm just saying, realize it. Stop doing that, motherfucker. Anyway, Oh my God, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, well, it's been an honor. I'm pretty sure I can only put an hour in here, so I'm probably taping this other for nothing. So, but if in case it all gets through, I love you. Be seeing you soon.